Unstoppable has arrived. Here we go, boys.
Here we go. All right, we're gonna go straight into lag test.
Should be good between these guys. They're both from the States.
Yep.
West Coast.
We are on the FC tunnel.
Player defeated.
Right. Doesn't seem too bad.
It is maybe a bit slow, but it's not lagging. Okay, we're gonna do a redo.
Player defeated.
Steve thinks he knows why, so... Volume of the music, so we have...
All right. Should be good now. Game one here.
Okay.
This is going to be a nail biter, man. I can sense it. This is going to be stressful.
I forgot to put Max on yellow color.
Player defeated.
All right.
This
So
is
Monster
game
versus Max here.
one.
Game one. This is one of the more interesting maps to play. It's I'm not sure what to expect from these players. I'm not sure what the meta is. The gem locations are very peculiar on this map. So you got to make a committed decision at some point. How many miners do you make from your war factory? Not entirely clear. When do you move your MCV? Where do you move it to? Not entirely clear. So we'll see what these guys have in store for us here. See if they can show us something about this map.
Yeah, it's you got to move your MCV also to that spot. I mean, it's not close by. You cannot build towards it. At least
Right.
I don't think it's a good idea to build towards it. So, okay, you see Monster moving MCV, but he's going to the nearby ore. Same for Max.
Yep. Mirror build here. Drones from both players. Both players moving to the small patch first.
Yeah,
The drone is going to clean up this dog here.
Oh,
All right, so what's going to happen
Yep.
next?
Both players anticipated the MCV move, so they had a drone ready nearby.
Okay, nice. Drones fail for both players. Steve with another drone attempt here at the bottom middle. Looking around for prey, Both players spamming miners from the war factories. Gets it. Right. Five miners apiece here.
Max on 2 rhinos. Need 1 rhino, 1 drone.
Other drone attempt here. They're both going towards each other's. Upright, we have engagement here. Drone gets in. Nice value there. The counter drone get in.
Nope.
So a decent little lead here for Steve, especially if he gets this tank here. The monster with a solid little lead. This is a nice build here from both players.
Oh, third war factory out for Monster.
Okay. The preemptive sentry gun here. I guess just for scouting to make sure he gets a juicy ore ref. And Max looks to be a difficult position as he's being splitted here. He sees this and he's going to primary this war factory here. Sentry gun probably ready as well. And Steve appears to be in the driver's seat here. And get a rhino there. Bottom left as he's pressing top right at the same time here. Oh, and Monster has rallied a miner down to the bottom left. It's a crucial mistake as
Yeah.
Unstoppable is officially back in this game now after this. Oh man, this miner's had better days here, boys.
That's what the fuck. And
Gotta
one
fire that
AFK
driver.
miner also at his. Okay, he puts it back to work.
All right, so we got 6 miners here versus 6 miners, and Max is finally starting to stabilize here. He's in trouble here at the top right. This is a large rhino force here. He's on the back foot, but he has a split at the top left here, getting 1 miner for his troubles. Nice micro here from Unstoppable. The dogs getting some good value with these trades. Monster continues to put on the pressure, but he has not gotten damage yet. Needs a miner kill here. He gets 1. Ooh. All right, so now he's probably just going to back up here and say, hey, I'm up a miner. What are you going to do about it? Max getting some value on the way out, though.
2 for 2. 3 for 2. 4 for 2. Monster just has the advantage of the quantity of rhinos that he has.
Oh.
When most of them are damaged.
And this is just cleanup at this point here. Just a matter of technique at this stage here from Monster. He's up a full miner. Got his next patch as well, the radar stretch.
Gonna go for another miner. No. Maybe.
He's splitting top right as well out of this war factory. This is some high level play here from Monster.
It's another miner. He's gonna get.
We're gonna lose some more miners over here.
Yep. Max calls GG. Game 1 goes to Steve.
Yeah, that's the thing about this level. You get, one of these guys gets a small lead, and the next thing you know, it's just over.
Yeah, it can go really fast. Let's see. The generator says the next map will be Country Swing LE2. Yep, we got it. And both players have 2 vetoes. So if they don't like it, we can veto a map. Right, Monster vetoes. So Monster has 1 veto left. Then the next map, let me show it on my screen. So we had Reconcile, Country Swing, and now we go to Dorado Descent. So we go to Dorado Descent.
Yeah, Country Swing is one of those maps that's loved by many, hated by many as well.
Proving. I don't think Proving is in the map pool. No, I don't see Proving. But I'm not gonna tell him that. Maybe if he's listening in on stream, who knows? Game number 2.
Right. So Dorado Descent here. Are we going to see the double war fact opening from both players, popularized by the Chinese some time ago on large resource maps like this?
All right. So we have Unstoppable Max at the bottom, and we have Steve at the top.
Okay, so Max, I'm not sure what this build is here from Unstoppable. What is this? What is this build? What is this build? Yeah, I don't know what this build is. Where's he putting his war factory?
It has been edited, I think. This map, right? It's not the original.
Not a fan of it myself.
Mm.
Yeah, which is a good map for Soviets. Okay, so it's starting to make sense. He wants to get an ore refinery down there, a little bit further down, I suppose.
I think so.
And Steve made a comment about the gem location, but is not collecting the gems.
No,
Not sure
there's an
about that
ore.
one.
Yep.
There's the
Second
double
ore
warp
refinery.
factory.
Mm-hmm. And Steve
He's
has
moving
ore
into-
refinery. And he's still on
Interesting.
ore with all 3 miners. He's on ore.
Steve. That's the type of shit that will cost you the game, buddy.
Yeah. He notices it now. He puts 2 war miners on gems.
Okay, so this build is starting to make a little. As the. Ooh, that thing just like snuck on in there, dude. Just jumped like 20 feet. He sold his Uref at the top? What is he doing? What is he doing, doofus? What's he doing?
What happened? Oh,
Yeah. Oh no, that's gonna cost him the game there, boys.
you-
Oh, that's just not good.
was it a
The
mistake?
rhinos are gonna be. Oh yeah, dude. He's gonna be mining ore with no Uref there. He wants to be building a third war factory right now, but he has to build another Uref.
Oh, Steve, bit of a drone miner. We'll get it in time. Yeah. We'll get it.
Barely.
Whew.
All right, saves it. So Max is stabilized. Luckily, the drone got in, so he's not that far behind. Steve with a slight lead here is he has map control. He's pressing here. Third war factory on the way for both players. Steve starting the splits here. On his bottom left, going to try to sneak around.
Yep.
Max smells blood. Pushing. Unstoppable is pushing. You can smell it.
Steve got 2 tanks at the bottom. I don't think Max has realized that yet.
Sneaky boy. That is the one sneaky boy.
Both
This is
players on
pretty.
4 war factories also. And he's gonna get that miner. Yep.
That stings.
Oh. Not the second one though, but that's worth.
So Steve is working on his 9th miner right now. Max just rebuilt one from his war, so Max is not going to be in a position to make a push anytime soon. He's trying to bounce back here. Steve has 4 miners already at the top left patch. Steve in the driver's seat once again here, pressing the position, bringing the pressure to Max. Max is reacting a little bit late here. Oh no, Steve is in. He is infiltrated.
Yep.
Does he want to commit to this?
He's going in.
Does.
Yep.
Oh, Max is too late here. What is the target though? Get position.
Yep, position. Gets one miner.
Yikes.
2 miners. 3 miners. 4. Wow.
He will lose his entire army for this, or really, he's going to trade these off. Yeah, excellent trade here for Steve. He's splitting over the right side as well. Getting another miner over here. This game is in the books. Ooh.
And maybe another miner. Oh, nice play.
Elite.
Puts the miner behind that ore generator. And the miner wasn't getting hit.
I sniped the miner at the bottom in the meantime. And Max is just pumping miners from his war here, just trying to stay alive.
His economy has gone to shit. He's broke.
Steve is on 6 war factories, 9K, and is moving his MCV. So this is trademark high-level player. They get into a winning position, just cement it with the extra expansion, as Steve is just going to bulldoze here with his 6 war factories and take a commanding 2-0 lead.
GG's called.
Max looking a little shaky.
So what do we have? We have Divide and Conquer.
So Apple dropped Larry with a good question about cheese. I think cheese is a strategy that is easy to attempt, hard to defend against, and can potentially anticlimatically end the game. I think that's a fair definition.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right, time to step it up.
Yeah, he didn't look too sharp there. He was a little. I mean, sometimes those splits will get you in the early game with the sneaky splits, but he was really late when Steve got position on him on the right hand side there. A little late.
Here we go, boys. Steve is up 2-0. This is the 3rd match on Divide and Conquer. And as I've been told, it is a Soviet map.
Yeah,
I made
pretty
a remark
tough
earlier. I got my maps mixed up. Saying it was an Allied map. Sorry, boys, but we're back.
Oh, this is really tough. Good. All right, so divide and conquer. Steve with a commanding 2-0 lead. Max looking a little shaky the first couple games. Don't count him out, boys. Don't count him out. He's the real deal, the business. But he sure as hell is going to have to step it the fuck up here. As Steve is looking sharp, very sharp, taking full advantage of every mistake that Max is making. We'll see if he can get in the zone here.
He was given time also to repair his mistakes in the beginning when he was not mining gems. He recuperated pretty well. I mean, that was a good 1 or 2 minutes that he was not aware that he wasn't mining gems.
This is Soviet City Town right here. Not sure what to do on this. maybe France.
In this map?
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's really tough here.
Yeah, I only got experience playing this map like 4v4 or not 1v1, so I would often build towards my enemy's base, but That's not going to be the case in this 1v1, of course, but that's something I like to do as allied. But that's 4v4, so doesn't count.
Yeah, 44 is a little different when you got a bunch of teams.
1v1, you will just get wrecked.
A little different. A little different. So this is a rough opening here for Max. As you can see, he's broke. This miner here wants to dump off these gems. It's full of gems there. All right. He's slightly behind once again. This 7 miners now for Steve and 7 for Unstoppable. So he's slightly behind.
Oh, gets the drone.
Steve is just been really sharp here.
Yep. So both players at the exact same time brings out a Rhino tank, and Steve is on his second war. Oh, here we go. Max has a second war up also. The drone comes in, gets the
There
miner
it
this
goes.
time. There it is.
That might be a big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Puts down the third war fact.
Might be close. He's going to be close. He's going to say it.
Just in time.
It's a roughly equal position.
Max brings in the father as well, the dogs.
Excuse me. Once again, Steve with the more active position here. He's already expanded as well, all the way over here.
Yep. Well, this MCD as well. Well, Max is building towards his gem patch.
Steve commits to this.
Yep, Steve goes in.
Is that a wise decision? We're about to find out. It looks like he got totally obliterating Unstoppable here. Confidence. He's even expanded. He's even sending miners down to the bottom left to expand his lead. Max is up a war factory, but doesn't have all the money in the world. Looking pretty good for Steve once again. Look at all these dogs. Look at all these dogs, dude. Jesus Christ. Look at all these dogs, dude. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Max is going for it.
Steve is committing again. I'm surprised. He has a lead. He probably doesn't need to fight this.
Max is coming out on top.
Max is pushing in here, trying to get on the board. Is he overcommitting? Fodder coming in here, and it looks like Max is going to take this one.
Yep.
We'll have to see if he can convert this. Only 4 rhinos on the field right now here for Steve.
Max going for the miners. 2 free miners. Yep.
Perhaps a little overconfident Steve was here. He didn't need to take that fight at all. He was in a really good position. He was out-foddered, so he probably needed to retreat.
Yeah, Max will take this.
Max will definitely take this one.
Steve calls
Player
GG.
defeated.
Max is on the board, boys.
Don't let this man get any momentum at all. Not let him get any momentum. He's dangerous. He is dangerous, guys.
So it's 2-1. And then let me look. We just had Divide and Conquer, and we're off to Lake Island.
Yeah. Best map in the game. Just gonna put it out there. Look
Yep,
at this thing,
I
man.
see
Look at this
why.
map.
That's a good map.
Has absolutely nothing to do. And I don't know why my name is on the bottom of this map. There's no reason. I literally did single thing.
He did nothing? Oh, it's
Didn't do a
getting
single
vetoed.
thing.
It's getting vetoed. I'm sorry, Frank. Let's see. So let me see. So we're going to the map pool. So the next map will be South Pacific.
Oh, my heart is broken.
So both players are left with one veto. They both used one veto, yeah. So game number 4 of this best of the 13 series between Monster and Max. Monster and Unstoppable.
Player
South
And
Pacific.
we're on South Pacific, boys. It's been a while since I've seen this map. Classic.
Classic map.
Yeah.
Fantastic map. So, do you go? I'm not sure if they're going to go 0 on here or try to greedy and slip in a minor.
Mm.
Hard to say. So the bottom right position has an easier time building to mid.
Oh, yeah.
The top left position has an easier time kind of defending. If you can see this cliff here.
Yeah, yeah. The Monster is bottom right, got to say. We got Unstoppable right at the top left.
At the moment of truth, are they going minors or not?
Drone from Steve, drone from Unstoppable.
Straight tanks from both.
Yep. The two drones are just squaring off in the mid there. The only difference is that Steve has father and Mac doesn't have father yet. Doesn't get the drone
But
in.
Okay. Got the power drop top right here. And we have an engagement in the bottom middle. Clicking each other's tanks. Good micro here from Unstoppable.
Max pulling out ahead.
Equal trade. Equal trade. All right. It looks like Max does have a slight lead. Oh, but he dives in. That wise to the conscript fodder. I don't know. Maybe it was. He got a good distraction here. Took out the ore refinery at the top right. Gonna put in the pressure.
Gonna go for the oil maybe. Doesn't do anything yet. The miner goes to clean it up.
And Steve is little hesitation there. He's gonna split up. Gonna try to go for this juicy miner kill here. Gonna send everything. Just 3. He's gonna send everything back now. A sentry gun should be ready. Here it is.
Yep.
Huge miner kill here from Steve. Looks like he's gonna clean this up. But Max is in trouble. Miner kill hurt, gentlemen. That miner kill was painful.
That miner kill was huge.
That might be the game. So Steve just needs to get an ore refinery down here at his ore, and he should be good. There's a wide open base at the north here. There's one Rhino tank up here. That's not going to be enough, guys. Sneaky split around the back. Like this split.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was possible. Ah! We learn
Oh,
new
what a
things every
sneaky,
day.
sneaky
Oh,
man.
he's gonna
Oh, what
get
a
the
sneaky.
MCV. He's gonna get it. Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Yikes. Steve in complete control here. He even has a radar, because why not?
He's building towards mid also. He has mid control. This doesn't look good
Yep.
for Unstoppable.
Desolator's going to be pumped out here, just conscripts. A little bit of pressure with the conscripts at the top right, but Tesla Trooper being added in. Is this SFJ? Steve is going on the aggressive. I don't know if that's the right call here. There's really no reason for him to attack in this position. You can just sit at home, build sentry guns all day. There's nothing Max can do.
Oh, something hilarious just happened. Syndrome gifting to Nightbot. Thanks, bro. I hope Nightbot enjoys it. Oh my god. There's another battle going on in the mid. We've got a really active subscriber, boys, and Unstoppable says GG and takes it. Steve takes it, I'm sorry.
Good thing. I mean, when was the last time you saw somebody sneak around with a split on South Pacific like that?
I've never seen that before.
That was nasty,
I
dude.
didn't even know that was possible, to be honest.
Absolutely gross.
Yeah. So let's see. We're going back to the map generator. Both players have one veto left, and the next map will be Bull Run.
These are some of the most interesting maps so versus so, in my opinion. The bigger, heavy resource maps, possibility for naval, super weapons, desolators all over the place. We'll see. We'll see what they do.
Both players readying up. Here we go. This is game number 5. Bull Run in this best out of 13 series between Monster and Unstoppable. Both going with Iraq again.
Player defeated.
Unstoppable top left, Steve bottom right. And it has auto capture, yeah. Oh shit. I didn't even know. It's not, is it? Oh, it is,
Yes,
it is pre-captured. Yep, sorry, I didn't read it out loud. It is pre-capture oils.
All right, so we'll see if anybody gets into a greed town. Or get a miner. Always risky, but definitely worth it. Can hold.
Large gem spots on this map also. Max doesn't. Why no? Nothing happened, right?
He made an NG because he
Oh
instead
shit!
of habit, I suppose. He's going to try to use it here. Steve wants to redo.
Player defeated.
Max was ready to play. Max is looking a little shaky here, boys. He's looking a little shaky. Woo! Okay. Maxi boy. All right. Very, very generous of Steve. Max wanted to play it out. He was ready to rumble.
Player defeated.
Alright, redo. Same spots. Yep.
Hmm. So where's Steve going to put his war factory?
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Talk.
That's a strange place for it. Don't know if I agree with that. We'll have to see what his strategy is here.
John, thanks so much, bro. With the €5 donation, my boy.
My man.
Okay, so it makes more sense now. He's going for miners, but he's neglecting his second gem patch. If he loses this Derek, this could be dangerous. Yeah, this is
And Max
this
is
power drops. Not sure if I'm a fan of this power drop top right. Not getting him anything. I guess it forced 2 sentry guns. Oh. Here comes the conscript
Here
and
comes the money.
Dino push here up to top. And he's going to be able to get this oil Derek. This is a problem for Steve.
Yep. Gonna get it easy. Syndrome with the €5 and 1 cent.
So no second gem patch here. Steve, he did make more miners. That is his card. That's the card he's playing here.
Thanks for the donation, Syndrome, Betty Syndrome.
See what Max does. Let's see if Max can take
My
advantage
man.
of the situation. Maybe Max should make a miner from his war factory here.
Third World Factory out for Steve. While Max is still on 1.
Ooh, gets the drone in at the top.
It's gonna
This power
set,
drops have
it's gonna
not
set
worked for
Max
Steve at
back.
all.
He was probably building a war factory.
Yeah, that kind of hurt, didn't it?
Yeah. He is gonna save the miner. He is set back. His build is set back. Steve is on 3 war factories. He's outproducing Max.
Yep. 5 miners versus 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't take a mathematician, as Steve has reclaimed his expansion island. What to do next? How to proceed from here? Max is up in oil, but he's down 2 miners, and he's not mining very efficiently. The miner up top is not mining at all. He's under attack.
Yeah. Yes, an
Oh, these
AFK
miners are
miner.
mining dirt. Oh, the AFK miner and these other miners are barely even mining. This is looking dangerous. He does have his 4th miner up next to the gems, which is a big deal, but Steve is teched up 3 wars behind this. This is looking dangerous.
Yeah, take the airport easy.
Yoink.
The miner is still AFK on top.
He made a battle lab and then moved his MCV. What is he doing? What is Steve doing?
Misclick maybe.
Not sure what he's doing there. He might have just canceled his Iron Curtain. He has He's $7,000. Probably canceled his IC. Shame he didn't build his Navy Yard up north. Be able to kill everything. The Dreadnought right now. Steve in complete control of this game. Kirov, he's trolling. He's trolling. The IC, all right.
And the naval yard comes out.
And the Navy Yard as well. I'm not sure what this is. So he has to destroy this bridge in order to go do anything. So Max has enough time, but he's just so far behind in economy, might not have that time. He's trying a magical split of Hail Mary full of grace here. The left. This is a magic split. He's hoping for the best,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Is the Kirov's coming
Kirov's
in?
coming in. Yeah.
Oh, the Ivan blowing up the bridge. Very smart here from Steve. Just gonna pushing the flak tracks. Maybe he should have just went for the flak track kills with the Kirov, but
I got one
who am
more
I to see?
factory.
He got the war. Is he gonna get the other one?
He's on
Really
top.
close. He
Yeah, he's
got
gonna get
both.
it. He's gonna get it. Yeah. Oh,
Yikes, dude. That could be it. The Iron Curtain is ready, by the way. The Dreadnought is here as well. But we have a huge split. I totally missed the split at the bottom right. Bunch of tanks here. There's red all over the map.
yeah.
Steve is gonna. The MCV is ripe for the pickings here. Dreadnought is here as well. Rhino tanks are here. They get that
Take
kill.
MCV, yeah.
Still has a couple war factories over the right.
Oh,
I see he's ready.
Yeah.
Yikes. The Kirov was, the Dreadnought was going to kill the remaining wars on the right side as well. So Monster had 3 winning conditions there for
Dominating on every aspect.
interesting approach how he decided to go for a huge eco build. Just let Max spend all of his time and money taking over his island, and then said, "Hey, I'm up 3 miners. What are you going to do about it?" And then just counter attacked.
Yeah.
Just took it from there. Steve looking
boys.
very impressive here.
Let's see. Yeah. The next map. It is 4-1. Oh shit. Okay.
Don't forget.
So the next map is gonna be Jungle of Vietnam. Oh, it's ready up. So this is gonna be the 6th game. Syndrome with another gifted sub, boys.
All right,
Oh
so
my
Steve
god.
looking once again very crisp here. Just all around, even playing the late game heavy eco build. See what we have in store here on Jungle.
VIP 16th gifted sub Syndrome. My god, thanks a lot, brother. That's a lot, man. This
We
is
will
going
see.
to erotic fanfic.
All right, Max, now's the time to wake up, buddy.
Yeah. It is 4-1 to Steve. And Steve spawning top right. We got Max bottom left. Let's see what's gonna happen this game. And this is the old version of Jungle of Vietnam, right? So we have
Yes.
version 2 LE, I think, edited by Burr. And this doesn't have the many passageways in the mid and stuff.
I like the new one. I mean, a lot of people don't. I don't know. I like it.
I haven't played it that much, so I don't have an opinion yet. It looks funny because this is one of my favorite maps, so
Right,
I like
right.
it the way it is. But you know, as soon as somebody changes something about something you like, you just have to give it some time, get used to it, and see how you like it then. But
Yeah, my opinion might change over time, but I mean, it's already one of the best maps in the game. So
yeah,
it didn't need improvement per se, like a lot of other maps do.
mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised it was chosen to be edited, but I don't know. I've played a few games on it. It's certainly plays well.
Yeah. Get some miner drone. But the service depot was already being built.
Yeah.
Max was
So
anticipating a drone miner.
he's waking up,
And
boys.
Steve gets a drone miner as well. Or Max drones a miner from Steve as well.
Where's this miner going? What's he doing? Okay.
Yep, gotta save it. Yep.
Looks like Max has a slight lead here as his 6 miners already been up.
I think that service depot from Steve cancelled his oil refinery because he was already going down.
Stings. Steve might go broke here with his miners dilly-dallying all the way around here. Looking pretty good for Max as he's marching forward here, getting control of the map.
Yes, ahead and tanks. Steve only on 3 rhinos while Max is on 6. No, 5.
Steve is up a miner though. He does have an extra miner for the time being. It's going to be under some serious pressure. How does Max want to proceed here? Monkey's being slaughtered. Okay, and there's his next miner right next to the gem. So it's Max with a solid lead here. What will happen next? Will they go for the 4th Warfac? Will he try to check up? Build to middle, get a Navy yard down in the middle. Steve is rolling on the floor laughing here.
A new follower.
I think Steve's in trouble. Conscripts.
That gamer, thanks for the follow, bro.
What is he building those for? And Max is going to start splitting here.
Third war factory out from for Steve, but Max is on 4 already. And he is splitting, top left.
Little miss rally, but he's fine.
The rally point, yeah.
Ooh, he does not. He does get the miner. Gets it. And a good trade for Unstoppable here.
Yeah, he's gonna do.
Pretty close to elite, that tank.
Yep.
Looks like he's holding in the middle as well, and Steve is in trouble. So what's next on the cards here? Someone's going to need to get an MCV down on the other side of the map as they're starting to run out of money here.
5th war factory from Unstoppable and moving MCV at the same time. Oh, there's the drone top left. Maybe it was waiting for that MCV.
X is splitting at the same time here. That drone is dangerous. He needs to deploy that MCV. Okay, he sees it. He sees it. He sees it.
He's going for the MCV.
Nice try, buddy.
Oh. It did not work out. But it would have been funny though. That drone was there the longest while waiting for that MCV to come.
I don't know if he would have made it back to the service depot or not. It would have been.
Oh, same
close
strip
call.
by Max. He's gonna drone the MCV from Steve. Oh, he gets it. Oh. Both players thinking alike, but only one executed perfectly. Is he gonna get it to the service depot? He's gonna save it though.
Okay, well, there you go. If you ever wondered if you should,
wow.
that's why you hang on to the service depot, boys, right there.
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
Steve is pushing. He's got a lot of fodder here. Is it going to be enough? Looks like he's out tanked, but he got Max out of position, so he's going to be able to clean up this juicy miner before it drops off the 2K. All important ore refinery is gone. He's not microing to kill the MCV. He wants to make sure he does not lose this
Position.
fight.
Yep.
Is Max throwing it, or what's going on here? Looks like Max has enough to hold on and win this game.
Yeah.
Steve is elite tank comes in as well. He's being split up. He's losing a bunch of miners, but look at all these tanks. Steve is in desperation mode. He's splitting all over the map here. He's broke. He's broke as a doornail. He's dead as a doornail.
Yeah. Doesn't have much.
There, 6 miners have been added to the top left here with a desolator. And it looks like Steve is going to be cleaned up here on Jungle of Vietnam.
Gonna lose the MCV. Steve sells it.
Little long distance
Send it
mining
one by
here.
one. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
But he gets them cleaned up though.
The moment okay, so the Ori Finder is down at the top left, and this game should be over. He's got the Elite Rhino as well. And what can Steve do here?
Steve's gonna lose 2 miners there, top left.
Yeah.
And he
The icing on the cake. This is his only chance to attack right now. He does not have a very large force, boys, here. Sentry gun will clean this up here. Max is fighting.
Max is gonna take this one, boys. Max takes game number 6. It is 4-2.
Steve just needs to 4-2. Max he's in it. He's in it. Steve just needs to maintain composure.
Mm-hmm.
Maintain composure.
So let's see, boys. The map generator. So we just had Jungle of Vietnam. And the next map will be Little Big Bay.
Little Big Bay. This might get vetoed because they might not know this map. This was one of those maps where the Chinese asked me to put it in the pool, and I was like, "No, what are you, nuts?"
Yeah.
And then they explained it to me, and I said, "All right, fine, it's okay." I mean, when the guy makes a good argument, and it's like, okay, all right, well, okay.
They're accepting it. So game number 7 will be on Little Big Bay.
Little Big Bay, all right. That I must say that the early game Terror Drone stuff is terrifying, Tifus. I don't know how these Soviet guys deal with it. It's just so dangerous.
RA2 mode, you really have to have. You really need to build that service depot, right? I mean, it's not as easy to kill that terror drone as it is in Euro's Revenge.
Right. It's there's 2 nerfs on it from. I think that's one of the things they got right going from R2 to Euro's Revenge was nerfing the drone.
Mm-hmm.
It gets one-shotted, but it also its attacking angle isn't as precise, so it's less likely to get in, even if it was one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is an appropriate change. The Terror Drone nonsense in RE2 is it's why I don't play Soviets, dude. It's why I don't play Soviets.
True. It's just so irritating. I mean,
it just
man.
kills you.
Yeah.
It's like Steve did not get the memo on Little Big Bay here. Or did he? He is moving his MCV.
Yeah.
I stand corrected once again.
He did send a miner for the first batch of gems. Can he deploy his MCV? He does.
Looks like Max is a little ahead here. Steve maybe with a start. Mac, he is broke. Up. He needs to dump that off. Have a little lag coming in here.
Yep.
And Max is broke. Is so broke. The drone is just waiting for the next tank to come out here. You might want to put that on hold and just build a sentry gun. Nice job.
Sentry gun.
Good
yep.
stuff. So Steve made more miners from his war. So it's close. It's very close. All right, it's this interesting ore refinery placement here from Unstoppable.
Mhm.
Drone is pressuring. The drone is pressuring. He wants to destroy that tree. Yes. Okay, so he's just going to build up and put an ore refinery up there. And will they go for Battle Lab or not?
Interesting how these players find a way to build up to certain spots on the map. Also, like this map
Yeah.
doesn't look really. I will tell you off the bat. This is not gonna be my favorite map ever. You know, it's just
Right.
so
For
crazy.
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
It looks like they've played it a million times, but they definitely haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, the Battle Lab
Battle
choice
Lab
from
comes
Steve.
out. Yeah.
Oh, it's a very committal decision here.
Yep.
What's he going for?
Max.
Naval or is he going for IC?
Max with a Battle Lab of his own.
Okay. On the same page.
Yeah.
Both broke. Okay, and Steve has gone for naval, and Max has gone for the naval on the outside. Very interesting.
Let's destroy the
destroyed
bridge.
the bridge. Okay, so he just wants to make a counter squid so they can just counter each other's naval with squids here. And both players needs to get an ore refinery up on this top area here for later stages of the game. And the next question is, who's going to get the ore refinery up first where it needs to go, and then who's going to go for the IC first? As we can assume both players have squids at this point. Steve is making a move. And Max is really slow to react. Barrack's kill isn't too important. He's not even going to admit to it. Max will push him back. Ore refinery up for Steve. Very important ore refinery here. And Max does not have one of those, but he does have the IC instead.
Yeah.
So is Steve building the counter IC here?
He did not build this nuke reactor yet. This is a different build from Steve though. It's going for something else maybe.
So IC is looking pretty dangerous, boys.
There's the nuke reactor, so I think the IC is coming out for Steve. And Max opts to bring the MCV to the top instead of building up.
Curtain's almost ready. Steve's is way later. Desolator's here as well. Steve wants to... Kirov? He's going for the MCV snipe. He gets it.
Gets it.
He's surrounded by Desos, though, boys. Max won't even have to use his IC here. He's going to clean up this whole army. The Kirov is on the way. It's long-distance dirt mining here from Max. I don't know if Steve's going to be able to hold this, boys.
No. Sells MCV for the extra money.
He's just going to be able to IC his tanks here. Easy peasy. Trees are in the way.
Trees are in the way. Ooh, he's gonna lose one tank.
Gets 4. What is the target here? The nuclear reactor. He may want to sell that yesterday, and he's not going to be able to use his IC
No.
for all of eternity. And his last war factory, this is it. This is all he has left, and it goes down. He's got more than enough to deal with this Kirov here. He's just going to back up, go home, and say, hey, where's your MCV? Hey, where's your power? Hey, where's everybody? He does have a Dreadnought and Kirov. He needs to hang on to this Kirov if he wants to win this game.
He got that
He
Dreadnought
has to
right before the battle lap, so... I'm gonna take the Navy.
Yeah, okay. Oh, and the flak tracks are saving the day, but hold the phone, guys.
Oh, he's gonna go for the IC.
Oh, he gets the
Kirov
war.
still lives.
Hold the phone, gentlemen.
This is RA2, there's no force shield. Gets the IC. What happened there?
The Kirov a little AFK here. All right, so hold on. So Steve has an Iron Curtain with one tank. So he just needs to back up and try to use that again. No, he needs to make sure this tank stays alive.
Yep.
There we go. All right, Steve. I see you, buddy. I see you.
It's gonna be clutch.
He's got to try to rinse and repeat that. There's only 4 tanks here. That's not a lot. No naval yard. This Rhino tank is absolutely critical here.
Brings in the miners.
He needs to bring the miner to the fight here. And the Desolator deploys, killing all the conscripts. What is the target here? Probably the barracks. Steve is pushing in here, getting the last production building that matters. Is the Navy Yard? It's not going to do anything here, and the Iron Curtain is up for grabs. What is going on? To sell that. Oh, no vets. Okay, there you go. 3 rhinos versus 1.
Yeah.
The micro from Steve. He's trying to hang on here, as these rhinos are just going to clean up all of his miners, and he is toast. As he can still build units from his racks, or can he? Because he's broke. What a game.
What a game. Steve almost makes it back with that Kiro.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. Steve calls GG. Yep. Max coming back, boys. It is 4-3.
Don't give this guy any momentum, guys. I'm telling you. Dangerous.
So that was Little Big Bay. And let us see, boys. The next map will be Let There Be Fight.
Immediately.
Oh, wow. Right, Monster vetoes it. So Monster with no vetoes left. And the next map will be Snow Valley.
Classic map.
This one, yeah.
Top left versus bottom right. Snow Valley, classic map. Have ourselves a series. I will be right back.
Yep. Snow Valley, boys. Max was tempting to show off his allied on this map, but he reconsiders and sticks with Iraq. So we have Unstoppable Max at bottom right, and we have Steve, Monster Steve, on top left. It's getting around breakfast time here in the Netherlands. We've been streaming for almost 5 hours, boys, and we still have another series to come. As if it hasn't been epic enough. We have Andy versus Woody after this series, so stick around, boys. If you have nothing to do, stick around. After this series, there's still more to come. I need to get some fast food for breakfast. I'm not gonna have time to make anything myself. So both players moving their MCV. Is it? Nope. Fails. The drone from Steve. Gets the miner. Be able to save it? Yep, easy. It's another drone from Max. He really wants to force Steve into building that service depot. Max is on 6 miners, while Steve is also on 6 miners. Second war factory up for Steve. And Max is still on 1 war miner, or 1 war factory. Steve is trying to come down. Gets his tank straight up, but ooh, yep. 1 free rhino for Max right there. And Max did get a miner drone from Steve. So he will force Steve into building a service depot, or will Steve? Yep, Steve is moving his miner to the side. And we'll save the miner.
Nice build here. I did not know you could do this. Top left, build down like that?
Yeah.
Interesting. I like it. I like it.
He did remove a tree from there, though.
Okay.
He's splitting off 2 tanks to bottom left. What's he going for? The miner. Max sees it. Sends in 2 rhinos of his own.
Hey, we need to fire this. Whoever's driving this miner, bottom right, that guy needs to be fired.
Oh, wow.
What is this? What is he doing?
Oh. He opts to stay there.
He's having a grand old time over there.
Yep, sends in 2 tanks again to that miner on bottom left. He's gonna get it.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. And
Ooh, the dog.
dog got the Deso.
Some good value there on with the Deso, getting some tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Max with some trades. More value here.
Yep, deploy again. Yep.
in some work, but that's a service depot, so he wants to repair them immediately. Steve is expanded. Hard to say. That minor kill was huge.
Yep.
Steve splitting again. Max smells it. He's going north.
He's got 2 tanks split up. He's gonna get them for free.
Oh, this is
Yep.
not good.
Then reach the MCV.
And get the MCV.
It's a free MCV right there, is it? No, it switches it up.
Sentry gun. What's going on? Max catching him in a line, but some fodder joins in, and it looks like Steve. Oh, he brought all of his mine.
Oh, he TT's his miner. Oh no.
Oh,
And he's
no,
broke too.
boys.
Oh no. Terrible, terrible.
Oh man.
That's not good. Yeah, calls GG. Oh no, TT's his miners.
Oops.
And he went broke. So it is 5-3 to Steve. And let's see, boys. So the map pool says after let there be. Was it? No, this was Snow Valley. After Snow Valley, there shall be thin ice. That's a nice transition right there. Let's go. Thin ice, boys.
Okay, all right. So straight from the snow back to the ice.
Yeah. So only Max has a veto left. It is 5-3 to Monster in this best of the 13 series. And we're on thin ice, boys.
Okay, great map. Underrated.
I've seen it too much. I don't know. No.
Auto capture here. Only a few maps for very specific reasons. The Chinese insisted that not too many maps were pre-captured. Not sure if I agree with it.
Mm. But
I'm a fan of just.
is it no dog eat in the tournament as well?
It's no eat, no eat.
Okay.
It's, I mean, just pre-capture all the oils, in my opinion. Just fuck it, just pre-capture them.
Yeah.
I mean, not removing any skill. I mean, how much skill does it take to build an NG and click an oil, right? I mean, come on.
I think in RA2 it doesn't matter that much, right? I mean, maybe for an Yuri's Revenge, you know, when Yuri cannot protect his NG, maybe, you know?
Oh yeah, that's when you know you got a terribly designed
Yeah,
game when
yeah.
NG eat has to be on in order for it to be playable.
True.
All right, so here we go. Thin ice. Where would the war factories be placed here? Okay, so Max was a little slow in his placement, but they both have the same idea here. Are they making miners? Totally possible.
Max goes
No, they're
zero.
both going straight tanks.
Yeah, straight tanks, both of them. Steve is slightly ahead.
Right, so the Max making the first move here towards the MCV.
Ooh,
That drone,
that's
though.
one drone, yeah.
I don't know about that.
That
should've been
drone
killed.
had some Matrix move, bro.
This is so.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, what the fuck? Okay, one well-placed sentry gun, and this. All right, so
Oh,
good value here for Max.
the tanks are
Really
split
good
up.
value.
Yep. The tanks were split up.
Perfect.
This is very good for Max.
He's going to continue to press this here, force more sentry guns, and then maybe regroup and go for another angle. Really, really disciplined play here, guys. High-level stuff. A good value, force 3 sentry guns, and now it's going at another angle, and those sentry guns are going to be useless. $1,500 down the drain.
Yeah.
Steve trying to get some counter damage, but Max is in the center too quickly. This is looking very, very rough for Steve.
The power. Another sentry gun placed.
Okay, so Steve is currently up a miner for the time being. He's down in tanks. Can he hold on? A sentry gun. Max not overcommitting here. Max is still down a miner. Okay, there's the fourth one. So they're even now. Looks like Steve is potentially stabilizing here, or is he, as Max is pushing in, getting some more value here. Very methodical play here from Unstoppable.
Again, the tanks were
Cutting
split
in.
up. Oh, it doesn't
Looking
look
like
for
he's got
Steve.
this one in the bag here. Second
Yeah.
war finally being added, but too
Steve
many.
sells MCV to get more money.
Yeah. I don't. Max really taking his time here. Nice micro. Farming these dogs.
Yeah.
A little hesitant here from Max. I'm surprised he didn't push in there. And Steve survives to fight another day. He's still very behind on tanks. He cannot win a fight right now. So how he's going to get out of this one, I don't know. But the moment that fifth miner comes down from Max, the timer is on Steve. So what's he going to do? What's he going to do? Radar instead of fifth miner? I don't know. Guess it makes sense. Desos.
Conscripts. Or one tank getting rallied over
Whoops.
there. Yeah.
Drone is here.
Drone.
Yoink.
Yeah. And a miner.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Max can probably just. Looks like he has him out tanked so heavily here. Oh, so now Steve has more miners. So now Steve is chilling. So now Steve is the one in the driver's seat here. 4 miners versus 3. Suddenly.
Max sells his MCV as well.
So will the Desos hero this out? Or not? Steve getting some long distance gems as well? It's looking like a pretty scary force here from Unstoppable. All the dogs are Deso fodder here. Steve wants to hang on a little longer. Finding those gems from a distance. Sneaking the drone in.
With the
Here comes the push. Is it too little too late? He's down a miner. Oh, and Steve not taking a good engagement here. This is all Unstoppable from this point out. He's going to be mopping this one up, boys.
Yep. Yep. Monster calls GG.
Player defeated.
And Max takes this one. So it is 5-4 to Monster. Alright, boys, let's take a look at the map pool again. For game number 10 coming up, we go to Reaching the Peak.
This is a Chinese map. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, yeah, that's a must.
It looks pretty good, yeah. Max vetoes it. Alright.
You got to veto. They don't know the map, so can't blame them.
Right, so nobody is left with vetoes. So the next map is going to be Tiburon.
Excellent map here.
Like this one, you know.
Steve says he's not a fan.
Unfortunately, they have to play. There's 0 vetoes left. Game number 10 on the way, boys, in this best of the 13 series.
Player defeated.
How can you not like this beauty here? This is absolutely gorgeous.
There's a beautiful map and a beautiful name as well.
He's asking for where his gems are. Oh man, he's not going to be happy when he finds out as he's not built towards them.
Nope.
He's definitely not going to have the prime build here for sure. But Steve claims he doesn't like the maps, and maybe he won't either.
And the ducks aren't
Oh boy,
aren't going the right way
Axie's
either.
scrambling already, boys. He's in trouble. Okay, so he's got a good
It's
order.
a
It's
good
not ideal.
placement, yeah.
And, where should Steve have put it? Maybe on the bottom? I don't know. That's kind of. Once he mines those gems, is that where ref really
Steve's ore
to see.
refinery is placed much better, I think. For the gems then, no?
Neither the okay. So Max is trying to make. He's definitely making this up as he's going here. This is certainly not prepared. This build. And what will Steve go? Steve's doing the exact same thing. So when in doubt, just move your MCV to gems, please. Just move your MCV to gems. Can't go wrong with it. The miners are being added here.
The first aerodrome.
First drone here looking for prey, hovering around this ore ref. Very dangerous time period here.
Yeah,
Steve's
because-
drone goes down. Still just waiting. Still not the okay. Still being a menace with this drone. I don't know how these Soviet guys do it. Absolutely menacing. I love how all of the ore is equally distributed throughout the entire map. That is the sign of a good map.
Yeah.
Equal distribution.
Ooh, gets the jump.
A pretty good build here for both players, I think. 7 miners here for Steve. Only 6 for Max, so he appears to be slightly behind somehow. He's already at his next patch here, and so is Steve. So Steve seems to have a slight lead here somehow. Max with control in the middle though for the team.
Oh, where's he going? Steve will meet him there. Thanks for going in one by one.
Miss.
Oh,
First trade goes to Steve here, gets the Rhino kill.
Yep.
Oh,
and
base
they're gonna
trade.
trade basing. Yep, base trading. Trade basing.
What do you target first? What do you do first here? Oh, Max immediately moving his MCV. We just start spamming drones. Steve has the defense. Sentry gun down. Losing miners here. Drones are coming in, and Max has saved his MCV. Damage being done at the top right at the same time. One miner is down, microing it down, trying to get Rhino kills here. It's a lot of drones back at home, Max, and he's pressing at the north.
Yeah.
This is for the Tide series, boys. Looking good for Unstoppable here. He's got 7K behind this. And the drone's doing work.
Yep. Unstoppable, getting almost every miner and now going for the MCV.
Everything is down, and he has drones left, and he has an elite tank at the top right. He's even his MCV is even in a perfect spot for long game here, next to all this ore as well. And it's a tied series, boys.
Gets the elite drone though. But Steve will not recover from this. There's no way.
He's got 4 miners not mining. It's good night. While Max is sipping on his tea right now here, having a jolly good time.
Yep, monster calls well played. That doesn't mean that he's gonna quit.
So he still thinks there's a little life in the position.
Yep.
I don't know. These miners might be telling him something else. And all the way north here. This one's over. Max can start building Tesla troopers at this point.
Steve tries to go in on MCD, pulls back.
Should be the most miraculous comeback in the history of anything if he comes back and wins this.
Yeah. He does get a few tanks droned. Oh,
At this point, yeah, he doesn't even care. He's just gonna click the war factory down. That's GG.
Oh, pulls back.
Doesn't
Engage in the battle with the... Oh, he's gonna lose that battle. Ooh,
Steve holds on for a little longer, but let's face it, boys.
Holds on.
He's out tanked heavily. Got 3 war factories, ton of miners. He's got both war reps up here at the north.
It's just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time, boys. Even Micro's the drone back. Beautiful Micro.
Yeah.
Being said, Steve does have 5 miners. But look at all these rhinos pouring in. Oh dear. Hanging on. He's making Max work for it, but he can write this one in the books, guys. This is over.
Yeah, GG. GG.
He throws in the towel.
Yep.
Couldn't handle it anymore.
We're getting some
This
compliments
5.
from our VIP syndrome, Frank. We should have you on more often. He likes you a lot.
Well, I pay Syndrome 77 very, very heavy to go into random chat rooms and say good things. So
Nice. All right, boys, we're almost there. We're tied up at 5 games each. And the next map will be, Hammer and Sickle.
spicy, spicy.
So no vetoes left for the boys. Best of the 13.
Hammer and sickle. All right, what kind of spawns are we going to get here? This is a very spicy map. That's the beauty of the low vetoes. You know, some of these spicy maps later in the series, you got to play it.
Yeah, true.
Okay, top left versus bottom right.
So this map isn't in the QM pool anymore, right?
I'm not sure.
It's been a while
No
since
way.
I've seen this map. I know it's in SFJ, so I've seen this map a lot in SFJ, but I don't believe it's in QM map pool though.
Sure. Should be, obviously. You look at it. All right, so You can see a lot of different approaches here. It's very important, Steve, not allow Unstoppable to cross this bridge up top here. If Unstoppable gets across this bridge and is up north, and he starts moving his tanks up and down this walkway here, you're just going to be running. You're just going to be moving in circles, and you're going to be dead. So, I like what he's doing here. He's moving his MCV all the way up front here, so we can just block this off. Maybe some sentry guns, and just make sure he holds this area.
Yeah.
Gotta hold this. Being said, Unstoppable has to do something very similar. He's got to make sure Steve does not get on his island here and start splitting him up. This is a common theme on many maps. You do not want your opponent to park his army right outside of your base.
Mm-hmm.
Generally not a good thing.
True.
And
Steve
we
gets
have
a miner drone. Yeah. Max is going to repair it. Yeah.
A preemptive service depot here from Steve at his main MCV location here.
Mm.
Very far away from that miner. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to make it. I don't know if it's going to make it, doofus.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's going to make it, doofus. Oh, why did he build a service depot all the way up there?
It's not going to make it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, start scaling it.
It's gone.
Yeah.
That hurts. And Max has crossed the threshold. He's on his side of the map here with 3 tanks. Steve has 3 of his own. He's fine for the time being. He did lose that miner, which will hurt in about 2 minutes. Max with a commanding lead here, up a full miner out of the opening. What will Steve do next? How is Steve going to break out of this? How is he going to come back? That being said, Steve has moved his MCV already, so he's not as far as behind as it looks.
Mm-hmm.
He does have his island under control.
Max moving his MCV now.
Yeah, this is very important, and Steve's going for it.
Yeah.
He's just beelining it straight there. Max sees it. He's going to just move down, try to defend. Only 2 war factories for Max. Prioritizing moving his MCV very early. I like it. Steve's going to cross the bridge for now, but he's probably going to head right back. All right, so Max is definitely ahead here. Once this ore refinery is down, he is officially in a very, very solid position. I wouldn't say completely winning, but almost. Where is he?
Steve is going to blow up the bridge.
So Max is up a miner. Oh, we have a split here. The top left missed that. It's not going to get much, though, as Max has seen it from a mile away. He's going to cover that, clean that bad boy up. Not looking good for Steve. We have another split coming in here in the bottom, and Max sees that as well, so must have done a really good job scouting this map. Okay, so 3 tanks here, offsetting each other at the bottom left. We have a very interesting position here developing on Hammer and Sickle. And we have another split going to the top right here.
Yep. Well, but Max is getting all his troops together. Nope. Goes back with a split on top as well.
Max with the eagle eye catching every split here. Not allowing Steve to even up the position, as he still has a nice solid little lead here. He's on 4 war factories versus 4 war factories. So suddenly we have a roughly equal position. 8 miners apiece, 4 war factories apiece. The splits are continuing from Monster here, but Max has just seen every single one of them.
He has an AFK
5th war
background.
factory.
No, doesn't.
Steve is making a push across the bridge. Oh, yes, no. He's asking for. He's messing with fire here. Max trying to bait him in. Not gonna bite. 5 war factories now. They're unstoppable. Okay, and Steve has decided to go for the battle lab tech instead of the 5th war. So Max will have the army advantage time period. And we have a heavy force going north here.
Yep. He's bringing more from the mid also.
Oh dear, this is a heavy force here going north. Just
Ooh,
going to
he
cross
passed
this
the
bridge as soon as he
Yep.
leaves it. Yep.
He passed the bridge. Three-way split from Max.
Oh God, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this?
Ooh, in
Just
the mid,
so
there's nothing
hard
there.
to deal with.
Steve might win on top, but
3-way coming in here. He's on the cliff. Max is diving in. What is the target here? 1 war factory for his troubles, a miner for his troubles. Iron Curtain's up, and Steve is absolutely
winning.
cleaning up his army. Holy shit. Little miscue from Max. Ow. Oh wait, the Iron Curtain.
He's going for the Iron Curtain.
Gonna get it.
Sells it.
Did he just lose too many tanks there, or did he get enough damage? So he got the power, he got the MCV, he got the Iron Curtain. I think that's enough damage. He just needs to hold now.
Yeah.
Does he have enough to hold this? I don't know. He's being pushed back up north. We have a large force going down in the bottom left. There is nothing down there, but Steve changes his mind. He wants to just defend up top. Might be the wrong decision. Maybe it was, I don't know, hard to say. He's going to get another good trade here. His chances of winning has gone back up, as Max is going to lose every single one of his tanks. Absolutely unnecessary here for Max. Very sloppy, if I must say so. But Steve still has his MCV. Rebuild it from his war factory.
Loses one.
Max just
minor,
but
gets rid of
this
all
is a
the
wild
tanks.
position. All right, so who's winning this? I think Steve is winning this here easily. He has a huge tank advantage after that. He rebuilds his MCV. He's already teched up. He has 6K, so he can just build that Iron Curtain. There it is. Max is back on the timer. Max is confused. He's like, how the fuck you have an Iron Curtain? I killed your MCV.
Yeah.
But he rebuilt it, boys. He rebuilt it, boys.
This is all Max has? 3 rhinos and a bunch of Terror Girls?
He lost all of his
He lost
rhinos, dude.
everything. Yeah.
All of them. Steve, at this point, Steve can just sip his tea. He can just start sipping. Though Max has a huge eco and way more wars. Max can still come back here. Maybe Steve is missing out on a time window to take an advantage here. Max has the way better eco. As you can see, he's quickly catching up on tank numbers.
We have the production. He has 6 wars.
Max is making a comeback. The Iron Curtain's almost ready, though.
Tanks getting split up. They're going in one by one.
Oh, Steve's
no.
out of position.
Out
Oh,
of
no.
position, yeah.
Nice value there from Max. But the Iron Curtain is not going to be ready in time. Max can smell the blood. He's pushing forward. And suddenly,
Max has the advantage again. Oh, wow. I see.
this is going to get some good value here. Max is just going to back up. It got no value at all. He didn't micro it. He only killed 1 rhino there. That's it. That's all he got from that. He has a nuclear missile as well. Oh, Steve is blowing it here. There's this other group of rhinos. I guess they came north. Max has a lot of rhinos back at home. They're going to be on the way back over. He's just been on 20 war factories all game, and a huge group of rhinos is back over. And this is looking very, very grim for Steve here. The nuclear missile might have been a little optimistic. 5K. I don't know if he had 5K there. That. It's looking like Max is somehow going to win this game.
Yeah, Max has a big army coming in from top, uncontested. It's the battle lab. Go for the IC. Just gonna get it.
Getting a bunch of minor kills as well. Elite possibly here from this Rhino. Nope, not yet. Steve is in absolute shambles.
Elite Rhino for Max as well.
There it is. Calls it.
Steve calls GG.
Defeated.
A game. What a game.
What a game. And this is a first in the entire series, but Max will take the lead to 6-5.
Yeah, that was a very flip-floppity, dip-doppity game there. I think Steve overestimated his position after his kills because he probably thought he was completely winning and he could just sip his tea and make super weapons.
That was a weird game. Let's see. So the next map will be Dry Heat. Six
All right,
five
so-
to Max.
Max was down 4-1 at one point.
Yeah.
Don't give this guy any momentum, dude. If you give this
No.
guy momentum, he just runs with it. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Gotta shut him down. All right. So it's Steve with his back against the wall here. He's down 6-5.
This is potential game point for Max.
Gotta cheer for Steve here. I think we all want a game 13. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah, we need to end this series on a game 13, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Where's this
need
War
to-
Factory going?
If this is gonna be a good game, it doesn't matter. But to get our money's worth, we need a game 13.
All right. So strange War Factory placement from Steve. And Unstoppable has done the same. I'm not going to pretend like I understand why they put the War Factories there.
What's a better placement for the War Factory?
Forward, if you're going to
Forward.
play aggressive.
Mhm.
Okay, so it makes more sense now. He's going to move his miners there. They're both going minor. Okay, I take it all back. They made miners.
Double war for Unstoppable.
Interesting.
Andy's saying they're both going one miner and then tanks. See?
Not sure what I like better here with the. The drone gets in. Huge drone here.
Yeah,
Absolutely
that's a
huge.
Huge drone.
He needs to kill that. He needs to kill that tank.
Oh,
that's
two
game.
drones.
That's game.
Oh, no.
He's just going to click the other tanks.
Yep.
Let the drone eat him alive here.
Oh.
That might be it, boys. Steve trying to hang on. Second War Factory's up. This is so scary here. He's heavily out tanked. He's under pressure. His back's against the wall. He needs this game. He's diving in. What is that sentry gun placement? Conscripts, the desperate conscripts here trying to hold on. He needs an ore refinery at the top right here. And he needs some fodder and he needs sentry guns fast. That miner's going all the way back over here. That is filled with ore. He needs to dump that as soon as possible, and he is out tanked. Steve is in trouble.
Steven is in trouble.
What is this miner doing?
AFK miner puts it back to work.
Okay, so he has enough fodder potentially to hold this, and Max has evened the miner count here. He's going to repair his veteran tank. But Max took his foot off the gas. Steve is alive. He's alive. Very easily could have been killed there. An opening like that. And he's on the offensive now, but he appears to be heavily out-tanked. This offensive is not going to last very long.
A new follower.
The first player to get Desolators up in the center of this map is probably going to win. We'll see. Steve is going for the Desolators. Is it going to be enough? Another decent trade for Max. He appears to out-tank a bit here. Is it going to be enough for Steve to hold this? I don't know.
Ooh,
Needs a sentry gun. There's the sentry gun, and the Desos are doing work, and Steve holds. Holds by the skin on his chinny chin. The pressure keeps coming. He's trying to repair his tanks, but Max will not have it. He keeps pushing his sentry guns, and Steve is just hanging on by an ass thread. Just a butt hair here. He's just hanging on. Max has to go back for a moment here. He's going to repair his tanks. Steve's going to repair his tanks as we take a breath. Max has expanded. He's bottom left. He's juicing up down here.
Yep. Steve moving MCV.
Steve goes broke. He's dead. Insufficient funds. He's dead. This game's over.
Oh, and the Terra drone doing work. This is the final push. Yep, GG's. Unstoppable takes it, boys.
Wow.
Wow.
Rough start for him. Very shaky. He is known for getting his opponents out of sync. He does, and he does it once again.
Wow.